few other things. This is the rock crock that I'm sure Nancy has, and Melissa has this. Melissa, have you used it since you got it?
Maureen's the only one who doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll just go nan. Don't you think she needs this thing?
I think Michael.
It's been very cool. But you know what? This is my husband the other day takes my stainless steel, not my stainless steel, my Teflon pan, puts it on the grill.
No, and you have this and he didn't.
And that's what I said to him. I'm like, why didn't you put that on the grill? So now my Teflon pan is ruined. He goes, oh, you just put it in the dishwasher and rinse it off.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The
Fortunately,
good thing he's such a good guy.
yeah,
And gets
fortunately,
3
it's not
strikes, right?
a chef product that he did that with, because he would have been dead.
So we now have 4 pieces of the Rock Crock collection. This has a finish on it that's exclusive to Pampered Chef. It is heat safe up to 752 degrees. So this puppy is microwave safe, stove top safe, oven safe, broiler safe, and grill safe, refrigerator, freezer, dishwasher safe. And you don't have to worry about thermal shock. It can go right from the refrigerator into a hot oven or under the broiler.
Vouch
The
for that.
lid is not broiler safe.
I have put mine from the oven to the microwave to the broiler to the stovetop, like all in
I
one
did
fell
mine.
swoop.
All in one meal.
I
Yeah.
did stovetop, oven, refrigerator. The next day I took it directly from the refrigerator, put it right back on the stovetop, turned it on without waiting at all.
Yes.
So that's what I made my French onion soup in.
Yeah, you know what? And when I made French onion soup, it started off on the stove top, then you put the cheese on, put it under the broiler.
Yeah.
Now, normally you'd need like an ugly stainless saucepan to do that, which is not the prettiest thing to serve out of. But this, I call it the little black dress because, you know, you can put it right in the middle of the table. You can put it on with flip-flops and take it outside with beans and dogs in it. Or you can do the French onion soup or, you know, bring it out at Thanksgiving or Christmas with, you know, a little heel and put it right in the middle of the table. Basic black, doesn't compete with anything.
And I made the French onion soup recipe that came with the rock crock.
Yes.
And it was so good. But so I ended up, this was my issue. I was trying to cut all my onions. And I have the old, like, what is it called? The Holden slicer. Mom, what's that old?
The slicer?
It's like, you gotta have the interchange, the long white thing.
Oh, yeah. I
You
forget
know
what
what
that's called.
The
come to me.
old slicer, and I was trying to do that, but my onions, because of the onions that I bought, were too big to fit.
Oh, yeah, you need a smaller.
So I had a really hard time getting my up, but I'm thinking the spiralizer would have been perfect.
Yeah, the spiralizer has a bigger diameter, so you can fit the larger onions on it. Absolutely. So there's a Dutch oven size of this, and how are the quiches?
They're very good.
Awesome. There's 3 sizes of the rock crock. This is the Dutch oven. It's a 4-quart. It's what I recommend if you're only going to order one, because you can always do less in a bigger thing, but you can't do more in a smaller thing. There's an everyday pan. It's 2.5 quart. It uses the exact same lid, so it's just shorter. And then there's the casserole, this is 4 quart, it's 2 quart. If you're cooking for 1 or 2, and you're never gonna do more than that, and if you were, you can borrow the big one from your sister, then I would suggest the casserole size. That's the one that my son has at college. I will email you a bunch of recipes. If you own this and you're like, hey, you never emailed me recipes, email me. Say, hey, send me those recipes for the rock crock. Just put RC, I know what you mean. And I will email those to you. And the recipes are made for the 4 quart. If you've got the 2 quart, just cut them in half. On my What's Cooking with Karen page, one of my hosts just the other night did the chicken in the microwave, the whole chicken covered in the microwave for about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on the size. Take off the lid, put it under the broiler to get the chicken to crisp up. I swear it's the juiciest chicken ever. She messaged me before she did it, like, really, I don't want to ruin this chicken. I only have one. Really, should I do it? I know you said it was good at the show, but was it really good before I ruined my dinner? I said it was fabulous. And I said, I'll tell you exactly how to do it if you promise to post on my page afterwards. She goes, what if it comes out lousy? And I said, you got to promise to post. So she posted. She was like, I'm a believer. It is delicious. And then she took the chicken out, and after browning it, or, you know, under the broiler, there was all the juice there, and she made a gravy. So that's that. And then the newest piece of the Rock Crock collection is the pizza pan. And it has a little edge to it, so it gives it a lot of versatility because you're not just gonna do flat, dry things on it. Because of that edge, you can load it up with just about anything. And you might have seen the picture with the bacon and eggs on it. And, of course, pizza and flatbreads, but, you can do your fish, you can do anything on it. By the way, people say, it looks like a pizza stone. Can you use a pizza cutter on it? Yes, you can use metal on these things. So, all right, so that's the Rock Crock. And, I wanted to tell you about, and you guys know how big the Rock Crock is, for those of you who have it, right? I'm going to leave that there just for perspective. Some people wonder, how big is this in comparison to the Rock Crock? It's like a lot bigger. I don't want to drop anything, but can you guys see the side-by-side comparison? If you are cooking for a lot around the holidays, or you have a big family, or you just have a big appetite, or you're thinking, I want to cook once and eat it for 3 meals in a row, oh my gosh, this is part of our executive cookware set. I really like this better than the stir-fry skillet. It's bigger for one thing, but instead of having one big long handle, it's got the 2 side handles, which make it really easy to pick things up. Of course, like all our executive cookware, the handles never get hot. Although if you put it in the oven, because it is oven safe up to 400, the handles will get hot. But on stovetop, it's never hot. You can use the base to cook in it, and then you can also get the steamer. So you can be cooking a meal and steaming something else at the same time. So one of the recipes that comes with it, you have the boiling water. You get the water boiling, and you add the cut up potatoes. Then while that's steaming, you open this up and you put chicken tenders on one side and green beans on the other. 12 minutes. Just let it boil, boil, boil. After 12 minutes, turn it off. Take this off. Drain the potatoes. Throw the potatoes back in here. Throw the chicken, coarsely chopped. Throw the green beans all in there. Then there's a marinade that you make during the 12 minutes while it's cooking, and voila, dinner is served. You can make a nice big chili in here. Put the steamer on the top, and then take your little 1-cup prep bowls, spray them with your kitchen spritzer, and put cornbread in here. Cover it. I forget how long it is, 12 to 14 minutes, and maybe longer. And then your cornbread is done while your chili is simmering. The whole series of recipes. If you don't want to use the steamer every time, that's fine. The lid will fit right onto this pan as well. Same diameter. It's a 12-inch diameter, like our family skillet and our stir-fry skillet, but it's bigger and deeper than both of those. So it's sort of an in-between. It sits flatter than the stir-fry skillet, but it's much taller than our family skillet.
How deep
really
is
cool.
that
And
pan?
of course, it comes with a whole bunch of recipes. The other thing I did was I did a bunch of eggs in the top of this. Like, instead of putting eggs in the boiling water, you put them in the steamer and boil the water on the bottom. Much easier to peel. Yes, Nancy, looks like you have a question.
Yeah, how deep is that actually? Like, how tall is it? I'm trying to figure out how much space it's going to take up in the cabinet.
Yes. Let me get my it's the only thing I can find to measure is my okay, glasses. Wait a minute. Looks like 4 3/4 deep.
So 5 inches.
The pan itself. Then there's the steamer, which is 2 3/4. So altogether 7.5 almost.
7.5. Okay.
Things you can use your cutting board for.
Yeah.
Measuring things.
It's a good use. I'm always grabbing this because, people will call from every once in a while and they'll ask, what's the size of this? What's the size of that? And it's the only thing I can find to measure because the rest of my house is, yeah.
It works.
Because only I use the stuff in the kitchen, so it always stays put. Yeah. So that's that. Okay, wanted to tell you guys about the specials we've got going on right now. When you place an order, here's how a 50-year-old does a screen share. special this month. When your order comes to 75 or more before shipping and handling, you can have any one of these items for free. It's our 2-quart batter bowl. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with that. It's the classic batter bowl, but it's a smaller size, half the capacity of the regular one. Or you could have our ice cream scoop. It's been redesigned. It's dishwasher safe now. It comes to a point here and here, so it's ambidextrous and it kind of cuts right into the ice cream. It's also beveled, so it goes right into it, and that is dishwasher safe. Or you could choose a set of our herb freezing trays. You get 2 of these per set. You can write with dry erase on the lid. So if you want to write what kind of baby food is in there, or whether it's pesto or whatever, you pour your herbs that you're freezing in here. When you're ready to use it, you can pop it out. Now, you don't have to store all your herbs in here. Let's say you make some pesto and you fill up 2 trays, but you have more pesto than that. Put it in the freezer for a couple hours, pop them all out, put them into a big Ziploc baggie labeled pesto, refreeze the next grouping. So you can use them that way. So it's great for baby food. Also, silicone, unlike rubber, isn't going to absorb color or stain. So if you, I had a consultant who used this for her daughter's paint trays, because she lost paint trays and she didn't want to use Tupperware because it's plastic and absorbs the color and it stains, where this doesn't. So it's good for that as well. So it's a set of 2 that you can get for free with a $75 or more order. And then, okay, so that's the guest special. Host special, if you decide you want to have a party, I've got the July specials in front of me. You can get that roasting pan, the can with the roasting pan. You can get that at 60% off, so it'd be just $17. Or the Rock Grill Stone, that's the one that Nancy's going for. This month it'd be $32, but if you have a party before the end of the month, you can get it for free. And then in August, you could pick one of 5 different products. I'm going to post those on the event page so you can see it up close rather than me rattling off all the products and you going, which one? What was that? And then lastly, if you decide you want to do what I do, and there are more and more consultants who are doing the bulk or all of their shows virtually. They either do it all on Facebook just by posting, or they do a blend of what I'm doing, which is a live cooking show like this. And they never leave their house. So if you decide maybe you want to give that a try, this month when you sign up, you can get a free laptop for doing so.
Karen,
What are you laughing hysterically about,
for
Nancy?
you.
Karen,
What?
We found 2 new consultants for you.
Oh, who's that?
The Michael and Christina team.
The
Maureen's
Michael
been trying
and
to convince
Christina.
her husband to do it, and I've been trying to convince
Oh.
Christina to do it. So they could be a team, partners.
Absolutely, absolutely. That can be done. And you know what, Christina? It's not a lifelong commitment. You find a couple friends and say, hey, I've been thinking of giving this a try. Will you let me practice on you and your friends? If
Here's
you
the
give it a
problem.
shot and you don't like it, you walk away.
Here's the problem. All of my friends are in this room right now. Wait, that is not true. You have your mommy dates. You have your girls' little club thing. You hang out.
You had a lot of people at your wedding shower. There's only a couple of people in the room right now.
Most of them are adults.
So Maureen, would you host a virtual party if she were to give the business a try?
Yeah, like I said, I'm still trying to convince my husband to do it. So if we did a virtual,
Yes, that was right. You were. That's right, because we talked
Oh,
about that.
party, I'm still trying.
Well, here's how I look at it. You can sit and think about it and think about it and think about it and wonder and wonder and wonder. And a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, you will still not have an answer. You sign up, you get a kit. The products in the kit are 72% off retail. Okay, so right there, it's a great deal. The big kit's $159. It's over $600 worth of products in it. How bad could it go, right? Even if you stink at this and you don't sell much, you get to keep all the products. This month, you can get a free Dutch oven size rock crock for signing up this month and selling $12.50 in your first month.
Come on, guys.
I can do it.
Come on.
Right? Okay, so, all right, so let me ask you, what's the worst case scenario?
She's gonna get a new rock.
Yes. But I mean, what's the worst case scenario if you try it? What's your fear? What's holding you back?
I'm not gonna be good. Here's my fear. I have a 3.5-year-old and a 15-month-old who are very unpredictable. And
Okay.
I went to doing a live show at 8 o'clock Friday night, and my kids are little shits. I mean,
You have a husband.
right. Yeah, and you've heard my kids, Mom. Come on.
Okay.
Christina.
So let me tell you this. If you're, I have had, because I record not only my shows like this, I do trainings this way. I've had my family just walk in, like, do you not know I'm training? They walk in, they grab something out of the refrigerator, they stick their face in the camera, they say hello to everybody, they take a sip, they take a bite, and they walk out of the room. Nobody cares, everyone laughs. They know this is my house. They know this is my kitchen, it's not some set. And they don't care. And let me tell you, Nancy said this morning, oh, you know what, we're running a little bit behind. Yeah, no worries. So if you were having a virtual show, chances are you're going to be dealing with other moms. If all of a sudden it's close to 8 o'clock, your husband isn't home, the kids are just absolutely mayhem, you can post on that event, hey guys, so sorry, my kids are having a meltdown. We're going to start 10 minutes late, or we're going to start 15 minutes late. And you know what? It's not like they're waiting out in the cold. They're in their home, waiting to hop on a laptop. If they wait 10 to 15 minutes.
And
Because
besides,
that's how Karen opened the show. Karen prefaced it with, there's this going on, I'm at home, yada, yada, X, Y, and Z is happening, so.
and here, think about this. This is one thing that I can speak to personally, okay? When Karen and I both started in the business at the same time, I did great selling. I never got anybody to sign up as a consultant. And one day Karen and I were talking, and I said to her, I don't get it. I don't understand. Why can't I get anybody to sign up? And she was, because you try to be too perfect. And the thing about Karen is she's that I will never ever forget the story of your first show with the pizza on the floor upside down.
And I signed my first recruit at my first show.
Stick and look, the bottom's not even black.
Yep.
No
Yeah.
stick, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to make lemonade out of lemons, Christina. So if your kids are cranky in the background, you just tell everybody, this is the great thing about having